Yeah, if I'm being honest, that movie kinda sucked. Video games. You all know them, you all love them, and in this video I'm going to be talking about some of the video games and video game consoles that I grew up with. The first video game console that I ever remember having was the Nintendo Wii. We only ever owned 2 games for the Wii, one being the copy of Wii Sports that came with it, and the other being another copy of Wii Sports. I don't know how we ended up with 2, it's always been this way. We had the Wii from before I was born, and it became a massive part of my childhood. It's influenced me in so many ways, including the fact that my old character design was based off the Miis and villagers from Animal Crossing. I have no idea where this hair poof came from. I think it came from this villager, but I don't really know. I can't really count the Wii as my first video game console, as it wasn't really mine, it was handed down from my parents. If we really want to look at my actual first video game console, that would obviously be I remember when I first got the 3DS and a copy of New Super Mario Bros. 2. The Nintendo 3DS is my favourite console, and I do believe that without it, society would have crumbled years ago. With my 3DS I played such classics as Pokemon Sun and Moon, Super Smash Bros., Mario Kart 7, and the Holy Grail, known as Mario 3D Land. I know, as a 7-year-old, I was a very professional gamer. Out of my large collection of 3DS games, I'd only say that I've actually ever beaten 2, seeing as I'm not very good at video games. But that's just rumours, so don't tell. Growing up, 2 of my other favourite games were Minecraft and Roblox. I remember first playing Minecraft on an old PS3, and I'd say that it's still one of my favourite games. It being one of my favourite games, not, however, affecting my skill at the game. I've joined a lot of Minecraft servers, and in all of them, I'd like to say I've been the player that's done the most. If not, I'm a contender for that spot. Skill of the game doesn't matter though. It's all about having fun. I hate this game so much. Roblox is cool too, I guess. I played it less than Minecraft, but it was still a fun time. I played Murder Mystery 2, Natural Disaster Survival, and Build a Boat for Treasure, among other games. I also experimented with Roblox Studio a bit, making my own games, but we can save those for another time. So those were my experiences playing video games. I kept it kinda short in this video, but I think I'll probably make a part 2 at some point, because there's a lot more that I could talk about. Okay, I'm gonna end the video now. Okay, so, you know apocalypses, right? Now, I want you to name the first one that comes to your head. There's a 90% chance that you were picturing a zombie apocalypse, and that could be for multiple reasons. It could be the fact that you watched a scary movie recently, or it could be the fact that you clicked on a YouTube video titled Zombies. Zombies are some of the most famous and well-known fictional monsters, and in this video, I'm going to be going over my thoughts on zombies and how I would survive a zombie apocalypse. There are 2 well-known types of zombies. There's the slow ones and then there's the fast ones. I'm just going to say that my chance of survival entirely depends on which ones I have to go up against. If I'm going against the fast zombies from horror games, my chance at survival is very low. If I was going up against these zombies, my main plan would just be to break their shins, and if that doesn't work, well then I'm screwed. Okay, but on the other hand, if I was fighting against slow zombies, I think there's actually a decent chance I could probably survive the zombie apocalypse. The only way I can see these guys actually beating me is either with the power of surprise, or the power of them just crowding around me, because I am not that strong. They would easily beat me. But if neither of those things happen, I think I should actually be good. I've seen my fair share of zombie movies recently, and one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to them is when they write the main characters as idiots. Most zombie movies with these slow-walking zombies are easy to survive. I could survive them, but somehow, these bozos find a way to get themselves killed. You could genuinely put these characters in a safe, sealed titanium box with all the food, all the water, all the entertainment they need to survive for like the next decade, and then the first thing they do would be, "Ooh, blimey, is it me or is it hot in here? Let's open a window." The main plan to survive the zombie apocalypse would be to hide. I'm not going to try and play the main character. I'm not going to try and look for some weird safe land where it's 50% of the time just, not very safe. I am just going to stay hidden and wait for the entire apocalypse to pass over. But where are you going to hide, I hear you say? And first of all, shut up, let me finish my sentence. And second of all, I would hide in my house. I know, mind-blowing. When I hear other people's plans for surviving zombie apocalypses, most of them start with hiding in a supermarket or shopping centre, And let me just say, that is an absolutely terrible idea. Not only is the power going to go out in that supermarket or shopping centre, and all the food is going to go off or spoil or whatever, but also, everyone else is going to have the idea of going to a supermarket or shopping centre for food. So, you're going to be fighting against 50 other people to get those lunchly or whatever. Hiding in my house would probably be the safest and smartest idea, due to the fact that I know where all the emergency exits are, I know where all the windows and doors are, and if I run out of food, I can just borrow from the neighbours. They're probably zombies already. If they come back, they're going to understand it's either eat or be eaten. So, I just borrow from the neighbours, and profit. And that's how I'd survive the zombie apocalypse. Hope you enjoyed this video, I guess, and I'll see you next time. Okay, so, a while ago, I was going home from school, and like usual, the trains were cancelled. I would be surprised, but this happens so often that I might as well just expect it at this point. So, learning that I'd have to find another way home, I decided that there was only one logical thing to do: get fries from Wendy's. And after that, I chose to get a bus. Carrying my bag of fries, I made my way to the bus stop and waited for the bus. As I was waiting, a small child, let's say 9 or 10 years old, came rolling up to me on his scooter. Never got his name, so I'll just call him the Rizzler. Not because he had any game, but because he looked exactly like the Rizzler from the Costco guys. And this is what he said to me. Yo, can I borrow your phone yet? I just looked at him and said no. I live in England. You don't just give your phone to anyone because there's a 99% chance that you're never seeing that thing again. So, I thought that would be the end of it. He asked me for my phone, I said no, he should have just left me alone. But that's not what happened, was it? He just wouldn't stop pestering me. And I would also like to mention there were like 5 other people there, so I wasn't the only person he could annoy or like ask for his phone or something. After 2 minutes, I realised that he wasn't going away, so I just walked into the shopping centre next to the bus stop, hoping that would just make him give up. He obviously started to follow me in there and started noticeably getting more annoyed. He followed me around for a bit until we both left the shopping centre and got back to the bus stop. After this, he started walking up to some of the other people at the bus stop and started saying something. I thought that was the end of it, I thought I'd gotten rid of him, I thought I could finally just have a peaceful time and eat my fries. But that's when I heard what he said. Yo. You see that kid over there, yeah? He called me a Sorry, what?
I instantly realised that the kid had switched from trying to convince me to give him my phone to literally trying to convince other people that I'd called him slurs to... I don't even know how his plan would have worked. Unluckily for him, and luckily for me, people in England do not care. They don't want to be involved in your business. So they just ignored him, which I am very grateful for, because if they even bothered to try and stand up for this kid, I don't know what I would have done. Finally, after what felt like 10-20 minutes, the bus arrived, and I got on it, while the kid was flipping me off outside through the window. I then pulled my phone out to try and film him, and he immediately looked terrified and ran away. And then I ate my fries. They were alright, I guess.